Good morning, folks. We're here at the Chastain Road Recycling Center, which is one of our busier centers. It's also a center where there's some unique challenges, and you'll see as this car comes up, you'll see part of those unique challenges. Because of the way this center is laid out, one of the first things you have to do is you have to turn left and go around the center clockwise, which there's only 2 of our 8 centers that work that way, Chastain Road and the Dacusville Center. Now that creates a unique challenge, but the reason for that is because of the way the bends are angled and the way the trucks have to back in to remove those bends. We don't want cross traffic. A lot of these changes are designed for safety of the attendants, safety for you. So the general idea is we slow things down in the center, calm things in the center, let people be able to see each other clearly. And then also spread things out so there aren't bottlenecks. So it's a balance. At Chastain Road, part of that balance is turning left when you first come in. And it's also some other things in the center that are unique to Chastain Road. And we're still working, we're still listening to your feedback. So when you come and use Chastain Road, if you see things that aren't working so well, let us know. But we're doing a change just this morning based on citizen feedback. So we're still listening to make sure this center works as well as possible. But the first thing you do at Chastain Road, turn left. So when you come around at Chastain Road and you come into the curve, the first thing you'll see is the recyclable area right here behind me. This is for cardboard, aluminum cans, plastic, and your e-waste. And if you'll notice, as you come around the curve, there's a pull-off area, yellow striped, for you to pull off and safely be able to get out of the flow of traffic and dispose of those recyclables before you move on into the rest of the center. Next at the Chastain Road Recycling Center, after you've gotten rid of your normal recyclables, there's an unloading zone over here, so you'll pull over to the right and you can dispose of your metal. And again, metal is regular metals that you might have. It also includes what you and I would call tin cans. Not aluminum cans, but tin cans you can dispose of here. These are actually very valuable to the county to help fund this operation, to be able to sell those metals. It helps us fund some of the other things that we're able to do here at the recycling center. So next is metal. Next at Chastain Road's brown goods and tires. There's a safe spot for you to pull over in the unloading zone. You'll notice the traffic delineators, the posts sticking up. The idea of those is to keep people from inadvertently driving through the area where you are trying to get out and back to the bins. So those are trying to keep the facility operating safer. So you'll notice those delineators, that's the thought process there. But when you get here, you can dispose of your brown goods. That's your wheelbarrow of loose leaves or grass clippings. Also furniture or building materials intended for the regular citizen, not for contractors. Same thing for the tires. That's intended for regular citizens, not for any commercial tire companies. But that's the next thing here at Chastain Road. Next up is cardboard. Remember, cardboard is corrugated cardboard. It's not for things like I would think of as cereal boxes and things like that. You can put them in this bin, but we're graded and get more return on our recyclables with the vendors if it's mainly corrugated cardboard. And be careful with your pizza boxes. Pizza box can go in there. It is corrugated cardboard, but if it's dripping wet with all your favorite type of toppings with grease coming out of it, might want to throw that away because that could grade us poorly when we try to sell the cardboard to the vendor. So next up is cardboard. Next up at Chastain Road is where you dispose of your regular garbage here in the compactor. No cardboard unless it's all greased up like we talked about, but your regular household garbage here. Now, one thing you'll notice off to my right is there's some traffic delineators. Those are going to go away because one of the things that we did when we tried to set this up is not working, and that's those delineators. So you'll see us adapting this plan over time for the parts that don't work. But next up is trash. And then last here at Chastain Road is where you can dispose of your used oil filters, motor oil, gas, cooking oil. You can also use the paint exchange. So that's the last stop here at Chastain Road. I'll tell you that as you think about using Chastain Road, one of the things, like all the centers that will help you, is think about first in, last out. So the last thing out of your car needs to be the first thing you put in at your house. So if you have some paint or whatever, put that in your car first That way you'll be able to get through here quickly. So at Chastain Road, really the order your car should be packed is you should have paint or oil filter. That should go in your truck or your car first. Then your household garbage. Then you could do your cardboard. Then do your metal and your brown goods. And the very last thing you put in your car or your truck needs to be the plastics and the aluminum cans and those things, the recyclables. So when you pull up to the center, it'll all go really well. You'll pull up to the center and your car will be packed the way that things come out. So thank you for your cooperation as we continue to adapt this plan. We appreciate all of you, Pickens County.